Oh, it looks like we're already recording for our next video. Katie, you're going to still hear on the mic, is up and getting me water and pre-workout. I'll start this video. Just continue.
Okay, well, let me at least set my mic so people don't have to hear what I'm doing.
What, getting ice and water? Or talking to yourself? All of the above.
All of the above. Well, no, I was saying I wasn't going to put the pre-workout in just straight cold water because it will take a while to...
No, it won't. Just, again, hold on. You just do the blender thing.
Okay.
And shakes that pretty good. All right. So we're talking about our favorite movie and TV shows this episode. Again, this Sunday when these episodes air, you're getting 3 instead of 1, and you're getting 3 instead of the 2 that we originally promised because we missed last week's due to family stuff. And then something heated me, so that's a really short, like 30-minute video, if that, of me kind of venting and going off and getting to know the heated side of me, but not so much.
How many scoops of pre-workout?
1 1/4.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off while she's not in here, even though she's scurrying around like a little mousy mouse, and only a mouse that I like because I don't like any other mouse.
Doing something for you.
Doing something for me.
This is why I don't have my mic on.
So they can. I'm still answering you. Yeah.
I know, but they can't hear what I'm doing.
She's talking to me, guys, and she's not being very nice. Anyways, going back. Movies. She's choking because she knows I'm right.
Powder.
Oh, she inhaled powder. I didn't know you were a coke fiend. It was a joke.
Oh, you're gonna get me in trouble. I'm sitting here doing pre-workout for you.
I know it's pre-workout. See, this is what happens when you get unfiltered chaos and uncensored. I'm sorry. Anyways, here she comes back.
Pre-workout, guys. I inhaled this stuff as I was putting scoops in.
Oh, can we put ingredients with it?
Oh my gosh, woman.
No, actually, don't do that. She loves me. She really, really loves me. Anyways, so she's not going to stop doing shit for me. So I guess I'll start with like some TV shows that I loved when I was growing up, and it'll definitely date me. Walker, Texas Ranger, Hercules, Xena, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Star Trek Voyager, especially Star Trek Voyager. And those are things I like watched with my mom. And then you also have like Seventh Heaven, things I watched with my grandfather, Matlock, Perry Mason, Bonanza, Little Prairie, stuff like that. And then of course, like the things I watched with my mom were like Gilmore Girls. I loved true, like the crime shows. I started out with JAG, CSI, then all the CSI branch offs. I absolutely love Criminal Minds. I can binge watch the original series like nobody's business. I'm pretty sure I have a video of my daughter being 4 or 5 when Derek Morgan decided to leave the show, of her crying because she absolutely loved Criminal Minds. Mind you, I get how it's going to sound 4 or 5 years old watching a show about serial killers, but she didn't see any of the killing or any of the bad things. She just saw the rescues, and she absolutely was enthralled with Derek Morgan and has continued to have a crush on Shamar Moore and Derek Morgan's character to this day. I mean, she followed Shamar Moore over to SWAT, and again, absolutely loves them. Now, you also have like Vampire Diaries, the originals, the Tudors, the White Queen, White Princess, Spanish Princess, Chicago PD is one of my absolute favorites.
Fire Country.
Voight, thank you for interrupting. I was on a train of thought and she decided to go woo and derail me. Voight, Halstead, Ruzek, my men, the FBI shows, Blue Bloods. She was seeing, we have Live 360, so mine went off and it showed where her husband was at. So now she's gonna go spy.
Shh, I'm on 2 rabbits.
I also love like Vikings, Peaky Blinders, The Last Kingdom. As you can see, I'm very much crime, historical stuff. That's very much me. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some fantasy stuff I like, but I think that's more in the movies than in the shows.
Supernatural.
Yeah, that's different. That's like in a category all of themselves.
They're their own category.
Bitch.
Jerk.
Thank you.
It goes both ways. She doesn't always say bitch. No. I don't always say jerk. It 100%. Just always happens to.
Just like on my car, it says driver picks the music.
Passenger shuts his cake hole.
Thank you.
I wanted to see how long I could hold off to see how long she would give me a dirty look for. I like to live on the edge.
Right there. Now, if you're talking movies with me, oh, I'm like all over the place. My number one movie, always hands down. What is it?
Top Gun.
Woo! No, I still, to this day, and I'm almost 36, will cry at Goose's death.
Let's not talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about, but now with it being on streaming devices, guess what I do? Skip over it.
Yep.
And then the sequel, oh my gosh. That's one of the sequels I absolutely love because they did
Hollywood did do justice for Top Gun too.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Anyways.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
My nerves, any right off my brain.
Movies, I'm definitely really big in fantasy in comparison. Don't get me wrong, I like action, adventure, comedy, horror. I love horror. I'm a big Friday girl. But fantasy is like my biggest thing, other than like Disney being a mom. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. So many great things out there. Another
Magical Beasts.
The Hobbits, Star Trek, Star Wars, all things Marvel, all things DC too. I'm not a one over the other.
Her nerdy is showing.
Maybe.
It's okay, my nerd shows because I love all that too. I haven't seen The Hobbit. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I'm sure she'll introduce all that to me. I know the audacity, the indignity of it all. That's the only thing I know from those movies. Or what's one of the other ones? There can only be one.
You did it wrong, but I got what you were trying to do.
You know what I meant. Whatever.
One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. Or you shall not pass.
I'm sorry, you say that, and in my head, all I hear is this is Sparta.
But Gandalf did that before 300 came out of my mouth.
Yeah, so it makes sense. You said that first, and it made me think of this is Sparta. So, I mean, it is so relevant.
It is so relevant. Oh my gosh. I love a good musical. Phantom of the Opera. Yes. What got me on Dark, Toxic Men when I was a kid, and I shouldn't have been watching it as a child. What movie am I thinking of, Katie? Which one? Little Marky Mark.
Fear.
There we go.
Sorry, my brain is still reeling. I'm still processing.
Fear, Cruel Intentions. Oh, yes.
Yes, please.
But those are some of mine. We'll go in more detail later. So now she gets to list off of hers.
Do we start with TV shows first?
You can do whatever you want. I started with TV shows first, but you can do
okay, well, we'll stick with movies for right now then. I grew up horror. My mom I grew up with Freddy Krueger raised me. Chucky raised me, even though that I can't watch it now. I mean, the only one I can watch is Bride of Chucky because that one isn't really all that creepy, but whatever. Ghostface. Ghostface. Billy. I love me some Billy Loomis. Love me some Billy Loomis. Finger looking good, yep. And we can't forget Stu. Stu was the dorky sidekick.
I can't wait for that one to come out. You stand it back, everybody! Woo woo!
We're gonna go see it. That's not gonna. Even though my kids love Ghostface,
No.
that's gonna be that's gonna be a wife date. One brain cell is showing. Let's see. Top Gun is a top favorite of mine. Musicals, love musicals. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I should have been watching it when I was like, you know, my youngest daughter's age, but that's what I grew up with. Tim Curry. Tim Curry.
Not bad, I'll give you. Rocky Horror Picture Show, no.
He did drag great. Like, but to each their own. Rocky Horror Picture Show is my mom's favorite, so it's gonna show. It's gonna show for me as well. But I'm a Tim Curry lover, so it scared the ever-loving crap out of me. I can't walk past storm drains without giving them a wide berth.
Whereas the husband and I for Halloween this year want to get a red balloon and tie it next to the storm drain right by our house.
That's different. I told them they could do clowns because I cannot do dolls.
Yeah.
Porcelain dolls.
I can't watch some of my favorite horror films because she's scared of like Annabelle and stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to drink if you want me to watch movies like that.
Husband and I found something so cool for Halloween. It's an Annabelle doll that moves, remote control. She literally told us that if we did that, she would not live with us. She would divorce him and she would stop loving us both. So that was a big negative ghostwriter, even though we thought it was hilarious.
I don't fuck around with Annabelle.
Or Ouija boards.
Nope. Too many really bad experiences growing up with that. Anyways, going off topic. Crybaby. Johnny Depp. Pirates of the Caribbean.
I got
Outsiders. Yes, what's inside it? Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze. I love me some Dirty Dancing's right up there too. Definitely one of my tops. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Ghost. I grew up with Ghost because my mom, like I said, my mom was a huge Patrick Swayze. Johnny Depp. Highlander. My mom. I watched all of these. Desperado with Antonio Banderas.
Mask of Zorro. That's in the first one where.
I love him in Desperado. And then you know, I big horror fan. I love Disney. We do Disney. We've touched on that a lot in our videos.
I mean, you can go through our personal Facebook, and I think if you scroll back to 2012.
How do you address the turkey?
With cranberry sauce.
For those of you who don't know that reference, it's from Freebirds.
We have like 1,000 text messages where we're just going back, doing emojis, Disney songs and emojis, going poop, 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 poop.
That's just us, though. Let's see, other movies. Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. Star Wars, Marvel.
You're a Batman fan, or you used to be.
Yeah.
She was always more Batman. I was always more Superman. And her little...
I'm sorry. That kind of changed, like, after I it's been a while. It's, like, I wish Witcher was Marvel.
The Witcher.
Yeah. But, I mean...
I wish he was still Superman, too.
He made a... I wasn't a big Superman fan. I am not a Superman fan, but I will watch the Superman that Cavill is in because he did do a great Superman.
I've loved him since The Count of Monte Cristo and The Tudors. You get to see his ass in The Tudors. Now
I don't think I've seen it that far.
You get to see his ass in The Witcher too, but to compare the two between the years, buddy.
Let's see.
I'll be his cardio any day.
Hansel and Gretel. You know, you got the gore and like Van Helsing.
Hugh Jackman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Real Steel with him and the fighting robots.
X-Men. Wolverine.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
let's see. There's a whole lot of movies that I could go through, like tons, like TV shows, Vampire Diaries originals. I haven't seen all of the originals, but
Legacies was okay, but it wasn't. It could never top the originals or the Vampire Diaries. It was very much a teenage campy type thing, whereas the Vampire Diaries and the originals were darker and touched on more real life stuff, where this one was like purely way too fantastical. And I'm pretty sure that's why it ended so fast compared to the other two.
Let's see, TV shows I grew up with. Renegade, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Matlock, In the Heat of the Night,
21 Jump
General Hospital, 21 Jump Street, Seventh Heaven,
Gilmore Girls,
Sister, Gilmore Girls, Clarissa Explains It All, All Real Monsters, like
Dog.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Cat Dog.
Goosebumps.
Hey Arnold.
I wasn't a big fan of Hey Arnold.
I loved the football head.
Rugrats.
I don't like responsibilities.
Neither do I. Let's see. Discovery of Witches, Supernatural. Let's see. What other ones am I watching right now? Arrow. I'm trying to catch up on that. Chicago PD, The Rookie, Chicago Fire, Fire Country. Love me some Bodhi.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Not just Bodhi. I can't, like, my brain is not processing actors.
Give me most of that male cast.
I watch them fight.
That would be my reverse harem right there. Bones.
Oh love me some Sealy Booth. Love me some Sealy Booth.
SEAL Team.
Yep. Angel, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I mean, come on, we all know that we fell in love with him.
Well, yeah, you fell in love with him. Yeah,
and then it was Angel. But I mean, that man ages like fucking whiskey. Okay,
that skin don't crack. No. It's like he's aging in reverse.
Benjamin Button disease.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways. You can see we watch these shows for the plot.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Let's see. Like, I'm sitting here fucking drawing blanks now.
Waterfront is a good one on
I haven't
Netflix.
started watching that yet.
I haven't started that one, but I started watching it like late last night, and I binged, I think, like 4 or 5 episodes.
The Summer I Turned Pretty was actually pretty decent. The new season of that is coming out, so I'm going to watch that. I still continue to watch it. Criminal Minds, I heard her say that. I need to play catch up on that because they have a whole lot.
Mea culpa.
Let's see, which other ones that maybe you didn't mention it, but NCIS.
Oh, I did not mention it.
Gibbs.
Yeah, I mentioned Jag, which was the
I watched Jag too.
NCIS was the spin-off of Jag.
Stargate SG-1. My mom used to watch that. My mom was a Star Trek fan, so I watched a little bit of Star Trek.
Live long and prosper.
There's just a lot. Like, our genres, they mix. Sometimes they, you know, then there's others that were just like, oh, okay, you know, that's you. Like, if you want to throw that on, go for it.
Picture Show.
But that's more my mom. Like, and the fact that I like musicals and I can sing them, like, it's just something that I grew up with. Now, it's not a movie that I turn to right away to watch. I like, if I want to sit there and watch something to reminisce with my mom with, it would be Dirty Dancing, Cry Baby, Top Gun. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, you know, Ghostface, Freddy Krueger. I want to have a Freddy Krueger marathon so bad.
I specifically bought, I'm the Freddy Krueger person, the bigger one. So I have all of the Freddy Krueger movies, including Freddy vs. Jason, on our Fandango at home, or Voodoo, whatever, however you want to call it. And I specifically bought all of the screams for this one right here.
Yeah. Now, I love me some Freddy Krueger. For me, it is Ghostface and then Freddy Krueger. They're like basically even, if not just a little one more than her. She's Freddy Krueger through and through.
Oh, yeah.
All through and through. But
Through and through.
but that's not a bad thing.
Oh,
Like,
you know what we forgot as a TV show that's horror and supernatural? Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow's a good one, yeah.
Yes.
What was another one that you were saying that Scream Queens was like what it was okay.
I didn't like it.
American Horror Story.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. I need to play catch up on that too. I think I've seen up to the season where it was the Hotel Cecil.
Yellowstone. Give me a little rip any day. Or Casey.
Every woman needs a little rip in her jeans. Casey, yep.
Yeah. Give me the love from Casey, but the protectiveness from Rip.
Yep. And a Beth Sutton state of mind.
That's me through and through.
Yeah. Enter crickets.
What we don't like a lot is the live remix that Disney's doing. Oh, like, we refuse to see Lilo and Stitch because they took out so many key parts from the original Disney animated movie that we grew up with. So we refuse to go because what they're doing is they're kowtowing to the world today and taking out so much of what made the original movie have its true essence. I think like one Disney live, and we definitely will not watch Snow White ever because of what that actress said and did and stuff like that.
I'm not a Snow White fan anyways, so
but
Lilo and Stitch
with Grumpy.
Yes, no, like I will watch the cartoon if I have to. Like, my youngest likes watching the cartoon, but Grumpy and Dopey.
Are you kidding me? I just sent her a GIF earlier with Bashful going on.
He's another one of my favorites, but
I think the one live remake that I was okay with them changing to make it more historically accurate was Mulan.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have Mushu. She wasn't,
Mushu would have made it a little better because Mushu is our like,
we loved it.
Dragon, not lizard.
I don't do that tongue thing. Dishonor on you.
Dishonor on your family. Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah. That's the one thing. I will say the live remakes that I think they did the best with were Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, hands down.
Yeah. Aladdin was okay.
You can never take away Robin Williams as Genie.
I like what they changed about Jasmine, like giving her wasn't so meek like she was in the cartoon. I like that aspect, but you can't replace Robin Williams. You can't. Will Smith did okay, but no. Beauty and the Beast, hands down. Like, if I could change the ending dress just a little bit, like I didn't really care for that the ending dress. I loved it. Like, it was pretty, but it's just like.
But I love Cinderella.
Not the ending dress, but just like the dress that her
gold ball.
Yeah,
and how they had it.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, not the ending. I got it back around.
I love. They did Cinderella's dresses like to perfection. I love the little changes they did. Oh my god, to perfection.
Once Upon a Time.
Oh yes. However, hold on. If we're talking about Once Upon a Time, that fucking last season,
I haven't seen it.
And I am with most of the fan base that say they need to go back and redo. Same with Game of Thrones.
I'm not caught up on Game of Thrones, but I love me some Game of Thrones too.
House of Dragon is amazing.
It's
toxic, but I love me some Daemon. Even some Aemon. I mean, that boy can be feral. And a little unhinged, but
who doesn't like an unhinged man nowadays? Hello, book boyfriends.
Yeah. We'll go back to books in another episode because
we haven't even touched the rest of our books. Plus, we're
I'm
not
finally obsessed with a different fantasy series, and it's not even remotely being finished. Just like one of my other fantasy series isn't remotely being finished, so I binge read them, and now I gotta wait. It's okay. I do the same thing with the shows.
Mm-hmm.
I hate waiting. I'm very impatient.
Oh, Simpsons, another TV show. Simpsons.
Beavis and Butthead.
Red room. Stupid, sexy Flanders. I am Cornholio.
I am Cornholio.
Ren and Stimpy.
South Park. Our children are not allowed to watch South Park.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny. But he's always in the next episode.
He is.
Why can't Kenny just stay dead?
Oh, I don't want Kenny to stay dead.
That's just like sarcastic. Like, why? He always comes back.
Always comes back.
Always. I like the South Park movies.
For my brother, for nostalgia, Dragon Ball Z, hands down, will always be that.
I watched a little bit of that. I like Dragon Ball Z. Inuyasha.
Pokemon.
Digimon. Digital Monsters.
She was a Digimon fan.
I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon.
I wasn't. If you had let me finish. She was a Digimon fan, whereas I was straight up Yu-Gi-Oh! I am 35 and I still have those fucking cards for that game to this day. And
I watched TV with my brother. Inuyasha, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon were his top ones, so I watched all of them.
I'm back into anime again because of my child, Demon Slayer. Yes,
I watched some of that.
Hotel.
Haven't seen that.
Inappropriate for children, but still love it. Gosh. I mean, my daughter, it literally dresses like an emo goth girl, but even a friend of ours was saying, and because he knows her so well, she all of a sudden got a preppy outfit, and he's like, anime girl by day, goth girl by night.
Sailor Moon.
I don't really like Sailor Moon. Powerpuff Girls.
Yep.
I was definitely, that's the one I'm thinking of. What was her name? The green one.
Buttercup.
I was about to say Blossom. I knew that was wrong.
Blossom was the red one.
I know.
And then Bubbles.
Bubbles. That's a Finding Nemo reference for those of you that didn't know. Geez, what else? Aragorn. I wish that movie did better because
Aragorn.
Aragorn, whatever.
Aragorn.
That's a Lord of the Rings. They're so close. It's one's Aragorn and one is Ergorn, I think, or something like that.
Aragorn. I wish Percy Jackson. I wish they would have made more.
You know, the TV show for Disney Plus wasn't that bad. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, give it a try.
Oh, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children is another good movie.
Yeah, it's okay.
We like our own fantasies. Our fantasies
Loki
clash sometimes, but we can
Loki any day.
I haven't seen Loki.
You have to watch Loki.
And I will. Like some of the fantasy TV shows that we clash on, but at the same time, like I still like what she likes, but she just it's all right.
Children.
Hocus Pocus. They didn't really do a very good job on 2.
I'm neither here nor there.
It's kind of limbo.
Yeah, I'm neither here nor there. I think they ended the first one perfectly, and I hate that for the second one they didn't have the original characters come back.
The original cast, yeah. Well, I mean, except for like the Sanderson sisters.
And I get that they were trying to just do like more of the backstory on how the Sanderson sisters became Sanderson sisters. But I wish they had remained true to the fan base.
Yes.
And they didn't. Which is why a lot of sequels just suck.
Yep.
What else? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
I think we kind of covered a lot.
We did cover a lot. Not all of it, no.
No, not all of it. You're right.
The Last Witch Hunter. Fast and the Furious.
God, Fast and the Furious. Nothing will ever top like the first one to begin with. Nothing. The fact that they strayed so far from where the first one was and was about family and street racing,
They hip hopped a lot.
and straight into saving the world, type of thing. And I think they've gotten even more outlandish since Paul Walker has passed away. Sad face. But I'm also not going to ever stop watching it just because that's my generation.
Like, I think I've seen up to, let's see.
I think you've seen up to 6 or 7. No.
Let's see. So I've seen the one where Dom found out he has a baby.
Okay.
I don't remember what number that is. And then the one that has what's his face in it from was it Transporter or
Jason Statham?
There we go. Yeah. I've seen the one with that. I think I want to say I've seen up to maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah. You haven't seen the one with Jason Momoa in it yet?
No. That's the last one that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I haven't seen the last 2.
And that's a 2-parter because the another part's coming out for that one.
Slumberland was a good movie for that. Like, it's very, very weird to see
Honestly,
Jason Momoa in that.
Good too.
I haven't seen Minecraft yet. I haven't seen that yet. I have to.
Nimona from Netflix original is a really good movie.
I watched that for the first time yesterday.
That is like our 2 oldest are like the 2 main characters. And
we can relate to the 2 main characters too because our littles are us. So
yeah. And they flip flop.
Yeah.
Violence.
Rather okay violence.
All dogs go to heaven. Oh, Name Before Time.
Peachy. And Ducky.
Yep.
And Spike. And Tree Stars.
And Sarah.
Can't forget about Sarah.
I can't believe you forgot about Sarah.
I wasn't.
I mean, your cousin is named Sarah. She loves Triceratops.
Let's see. We're back. Jurassic Park.
Ferngully! I'm Betty.
Now we're getting into the children's movies now. How we weren't going to talk about Disney and stuff like that.
Ferngully is not children.
No.
That is...
Hey, I can still sit there and watch We're Back, okay?
Now what was I going to say?
Let's see. Coyote Ugly.
Oh my god. Every girl our generation has wanted to get up on a bar and fucking dance. I guarantee it.
Yep.
Sweet Home Alabama. What do you want to kiss me for?
So I can kiss. Why do you want to marry?
No, why do you want?
No. Why do you want to get married to me for? So I can kiss you whenever.
Anytime I want.
Yeah. We probably butchered the hell out of that, but whatever.
The hell out of that
one. I mean, Legally Blonde.
Bend and snap.
You look like a hot dog. It makes me want, or you look like a 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad. The Sandlot. Major League.
Goonies.
Never Say Die. The Sandlot. You're killing me, Smalls.
I don't even have to look at her to know that one's going.
Do you want us more?
More
what?
She actually, when she was pregnant with her youngest, she had a
bright blue shirt that says "You're kicking me, Smalls," and it had baby feet on it. I still have it actually. One of my favorites. I won't get rid of that shirt. I won't. Like, I'll get it like cut and made it into a quilt. That's graphic tees are my our thing. But my mom loved graphic tees, so I'm keeping all of them so I can make a blanket out of all the graphic tees.
Mine are gone from my maternity days with my Ricky. And that would be because my ex-husband throwing them out.
I didn't get maternity clothes with Jordan. I only got.
You didn't really gain weight
with Jordan. No, I was able to just like stay in like a stretchy, like extra large. I don't know how,
but I was like, I was a big old basketball.
But with Ro though,
you were bigger than I was.
Like that was all her though.
I know she was like what, a 10, 11 pound baby?
9 pounds 11 ounces.
Basically 10-pound baby.
Yeah.
Ricky, even though I was like pure basketball and a half stomach, Ricky came out 5 pounds 5 ounces, and she was premature.
I was all baby with Jordan too, because she was 7 pounds, either 7 pounds 8 ounces or 8 pounds 7 ounces.
7 pounds 8 ounces.
I always get them mixed up.
And she was born 6 months 12 hours 30 after.
Your nerd is showing again.
I'm baby daddy for Joey though. Leave me alone.
Anyways. Oh.
Ricky's first movie was Tangled, and just to piss off my ex-husband, because even though we were married at the time, and I was still madly in love with him at the time, he was deployed to Afghanistan, and he's a huge Star Wars fan. I purposely, in those little chairs that babies could be sat in, at a certain age, I had her propped up, and I purposely took a picture of her watching it, her first adult movie, and guess what it was? Guess what it was? It was Star Trek. Jaws. And Tyler, that was one of his things that he would never be able to like put his feet on the ground or anything else like that. He said he also doesn't like swimming in the ocean because of it. Oh man.
It reminds me of the old commercial of the lady sitting in a tube and looking like one of the cupcakes, and a shark comes up and bites the thing and she blows up. Well, not blows up, but she blows up out of the water. Do you know what I'm talking about? The hostess?
Yeah. I just like, that's an old ass commercial.
My age is showing.
Oh my gosh.
Whoops.
There it is.
Stop. Collaborate and listen. Nice and backward. Oh, that's my boy. Happy Gilmore. What's just grown up?
Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Little Nicky.
Little
Water Boy. That's some high quality H2O.
Mama says the girls are the devil.
What mama don't know won't hurt her.
Forrest Gump.
Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Never know what you're gonna get.
Jenny! Jenny! Run, Forrest! Run!
Sergeant Dan.
I got you some ice cream, Sergeant Dan. Sorry, the only reason that's a really sad scene, I know. But the only reason why we're cracking up is because on Instagram there was like a reel that I had just like shared out onto my personal page yesterday or the day before, where it says you go into like your daughter's room and you're trying to cheer her up when she won't talk to you. And
I got you an ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. It's Lieutenant Dan, not Sergeant.
But that's the only reason why we're really cracking up. Yeah. That was a really serious scene. We're sorry.
Anyways.
Oh, Transformers. I love me some Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. Again, my nerd is showing.
Transformers 1 was pretty legit. I mean, the one with Mark Shooter.
Oh my God. And going back to Transformers, it was during the time, again, I was married to my ex-husband. He was on his first deployment, but he was on a MU. If you know what those are, you know what those are. It's that one Transformers movie. What is it? The second one, where literally the big old naval warship gets sunk because of Megatron. That I cried like a motherfucking baby in that one. I also cried when Optimus died. Sorry for spoilers.
They brought him back.
I don't care. If I could marry an inanimate object or an alien, it'd be Optimus Prime.
Bumblebee. I love me some Bumblebee. Like I would, yeah. But it fits my personality. Optimus Prime is your personality, okay? Besides, Bumblebee talks through the radio and he's always dancing. Who is that? Who? That's me.
Says you never shut up.
Okay, you know what? I ain't car karaoke with you no more.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're not going to be able to withstand yourself.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. That's like asking Jordan to not do that herself. Or Ro, better yet.
She'll miss it if I stop doing it. I entertain her, and she likes to poke me and make fun of me for it. And then it makes me feel self-conscious about myself for it.
You know I fucking love it when you do that.
I
Take that ass for me.
Throw that ass.
The circle. That's another one of our things lately. I don't even know husband to do it. Throw that ass in the circle. Oh my gosh. You know, one of my guilty pleasures for some reason, and it makes sense now that we joke about Thruple and Sister Wives, the TV reality show Sister Wives, although I can't stand Cody and Robin. Like, you guys are so delulu. Get out. Like, no wonder three of your four wives left your dumbass stupid head.
Stitch, stupid head.
I love living on an island with no major cities.
No, that reel that I sent you where which Stitch you are for Zodiac sign. I like how yours was one where he built New York City and it was right before he was gonna rampage it. And I was like, that is so her.
And it's so sad because I'm from New York. Like literally only an hour outside of New York City on Long Island. He's like, perfect.
Oh man. Oh,
it's okay. I loved Ricky's. Ricky's when he was coming out and was like the alien when he first landed and
no, I thought hers was the one where he ripped the truck, the gas truck.
Oh yeah.
See, I wish mine was the one where he's in the laundry room and he puts the bra
wasn't that Joey's?
I don't remember.
I think that was Joey's.
But I liked mine too. I can't remember which one was mine.
She's a huge Stitch fan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it breaks my heart that I will not watch the live action remake. I was so excited for that shit to come out.
I was so dismayed that they're coming out with a second one.
Right?
Ugh. Anyways, no accounting for good taste.
Yeah, at this point we're just talking out our buttholes.
We do that quite often.
We do.
Big Hero 6, Baymax! I like how that motion made me think of it. Sausage party, if we're gonna go inappropriate. Beer fest.
Freddie got fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Accepted. Ask me about my wiener. Bring it on. Spirit fingers. Ooh.
You can tell you're millennial because
I'm sexy, I'm cute, I'm popular to boot, I'm bitchin', gay hair, the boys all love to stare. I'm on it, I'm hot, I'm everything you're not.
I'm pretty, I'm cool.
I dominate this school. Who am I? Just guess. Guys wanna touch my chest? I'm rockin', I'm wild, and many things are vile. You could look, but don't you hump. Ooh, I major, I roar. I swear I'm not a whore. We cheer and we leap. We act like we're on speed. Don't hate us because we're beautiful. Well, we don't like you either. We're cheerleaders. We are cheerleaders. Roll call. And yes, I do know the rest of that, but I'm not going to. She's getting a kick out of it. And I'm sure everybody else will because I'm making an ass out of myself.
Hold on, wait. There's more. Burr. Go on.
It's cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere.
Oh, you did the wrong one. I was hoping she'd do it.
Hey, toros. Hey, toros. The red, white, and gold. Guess what? Guess what? You really suck. Hey, that's all right. That's okay. You're gonna pump our gas someday.
Final Destination. I will never drive behind in a fucking log truck ever.
See, but are we going to be really daring and actually go and see the new one that's coming out?
100%. You mean the Bloodlines one? Like, that just came out?
Oh, is it out now?
It's already been out, yeah.
Oh.
I already know what happens too, because I couldn't wait to know. Sorry. But it's not my fault. TikTok also let me know. I blame TikTok. But we have to have our kids see that and make sure that because we're going to start driving soon, to never get behind a truck, logs, or pipes, or anything else, because they need to be traumatized like we were.
Dark Angel for a TV show. Mm-hmm. I only say that because of Idle Hands. Idle Hands was a good movie. She was in. It was supposed to be a spoof, not a spoof, but it was a horror film where his hand is possessed and wants to go on a murderous rampage. She must ask you a question.
I must ask you a question. If you could
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Anyways, I must ask you a question. If you could pick one.
I don't like these questions.
One man character from a TV show and from a movie, who would those characters be in?
Wait, what's the question?
One guy from a TV show and one guy from a movie. Which ones would they be? Which character would you pick? One from each.
What genre?
Doesn't matter.
No, like you can't do that. That makes the pool too wide. No. That makes the pool too wide.
The first one's like pop into the top of your head. Doesn't matter the genre. Go.
Jensen Ackles.
Dean. Okay. Supernatural. That's TV show.
Henry Cavill.
Okay. For Superman. For your movie.
Witcher.
That's another TV show. You need a movie. I'm surprised. I'm
just thinking actors. I'm not sitting there thinking what. Okay, so Henry Cavill for sure. TV show.
Okay.
Okay, so now I need a movie. Fuck. Okay.
I'm thinking. I already have one off the top of my head for you alone for movies.
Can they be? Even if they're dead?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to do that.
Because if you were sitting talking dead, I knew you were going to say Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, hands down. But no, let's try and find. Charlie Hunnam, King Arthur.
Oh, okay. All right. See, the name that popped in my head for movie was Skeet Ulrich for Billy Loomis.
Well, we're sitting here we've talked about Henry Cavill so much during this time, and Billy Loomis was in the very beginning, and we've been talking and going circles and circles. So yeah, I'm not
okay. So for me, for TV show, Jesse Lee Soffer, Halstead from Chicago PD.
Okay.
And then for movies. Man, that's so hard. But.
Baby got that. You said but. Movie actor, come on.
Chris Evans.
I already knew that. It's okay. I would have. Chris Hemsworth.
Or Chris Pine. Or Tom Hardy. And
Tom Hardy.
Oh,
Venom.
I'm thinking.
This means war.
I'm thinking Bane, and this means war. Even he could even go for Peaky Blinders. Same with Cillian Murphy. Oh my god.
See, we think actors, and we can figure out more movies and TV shows. Love me some Venom. Tom Hardy in general.
And unfortunately, there used to be one movie and one actor that I absolutely loved and adored, but the last 8 months has destroyed that for me. So Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds has kind of gone out the window for me.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I would watch Deadpool 2 is because Hugh Jackman is in it.
Wolverine, 100%. No, that's a 3.
3, my bad. 3. I think that's the only one. I liked all of them, but it's just like I can't.
That's what happens when you have like real life bull crap ruin, your fantasy about these people, and like then ruins your taste in what they put out there, which sucks because we also like Proposal, to the windows,
To the wall, to the wall, till sweat drops down my balls. Betty White, I love me some Betty White.
Oh,
That is the only
Golden
reason.
Girls.
Golden Girls, yeah.
Yeah, I think we covered way too much on this already.
Thank you for being a friend, holding down the world and back again.
And on that note, we love you guys.
See you next time.